had just come from Australia through Bangkok and had seen this horrendous sight of this little girl with no eyes who it all could have been dealt with had her parents had $50 to buy her the medication when she was a little girl.
Can't believe what I just saw. An abomination in the sight of any loving God. Children dying for the want of $50.
And I'd just come from Australia where I'd heard these guys preaching about the measure of your spirituality somehow having something to do with your bank account and your health. And I wondered how that was good news to this little girl.
Please excuse my ignorance. It just seems like you've become a little bit different. You're just gonna sit back till we all run out of luck. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Till my words fall upon deaf ears. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I haven't heard a word from you in years.
So I wrote a bunch of songs about, really a bunch of songs about questioning and hardship and doubt. It sounds like I'm really miserable. The Electrics were like the happiest band in the world, you know, they were just always high energy. But some of these albums give me a chance to explore other things.
I can't believe what I just read. There's another 100,000 dead. I guess we had no oil beneath their land. They'll rape and kill, but no one cares. Unless, of course, it affects your shares. Is it any wonder I'm a twisted and cynical man?
The one song called Can You Hear Me was really about that experience in Bangkok. But I just think, you know, when you look around the world, I think the church has always, you know, church gets a bad rap, but the church has always been something at least that has stood for justice and righteousness and light and darkness. But every now and again, you just wonder. You wonder if anybody's listening. You wonder if prayers are being answered. You wonder if anybody cares. And when I see little children suffer for, you know, less than I would spend in Java and Starbucks in 2 weeks, you've really got to wonder what's wrong in this world, that is allowed to be so. I don't think that takes a hugely compassionate heart for those of us who live in relative affluence to, you know, to buy a couple of Starbucks less a month. But I do think that when I see statistics like, you know, the 7 richest people in the world have an accumulated wealth of more than the 41 poorest countries, I just wonder how we allow that to happen in this world. How much money does anyone need? How much can you spend? How many houses do you need? It just doesn't make any sense, especially when there's a little kid who really, in what you wouldn't even consider loose change, could be saved.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do my words fall upon deaf ears? Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I haven't heard a word from you in years.
And so it was an album that was stirred up by that stuff. And that stuff still gets to me. Because I see it everywhere. You know, you don't have to go to Bangkok. You can see that in some parts of America. You can see that in some parts of the UK, Ireland. It's all over.
They say the 3 things will remain until the end. Show me faith, show me hope, show me love. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do my words fall upon deaf